we're going through all those chapters in Napoleon Hill. So this is chapter 4. This one is on specialized knowledge. On this Brian Tracy videos, if you could watch all of them. I was watching the lady who started Spanx. She made $1 billion in Spanx. All she listened to was instead of rap music, like her friends were, she was listening to these motivational videos specialized to her business. She attributes that to her success. The specialized knowledge is knowledge that will get you to your goals. Okay, one way to learn from it is from problems and mistakes. And if you're in real estate, you're going to have a lot of problems, but you have to have a positive attitude. First thing I do is, well, how can this be a great, tremendous opportunity? And it always works out. A drop of lemon, you can turn it into a gallon of lemonade. And what I do is I'll solve the problems in writing. Tony Buzan, write this down, Buzan, Tony Buzan. He's got these mind maps. And so what I'll do is if I've had problems, say Carrie, okay, say Carrie's got a problem with a rental. Okay, so I'll make branches like this. Okay, so I'll define the problem and then I'll get all the data here. The beauty about this thing, it can branch out infinitely. And then there's 20 solutions. What you want to do is have a lot of solutions and then pick the best ones. And no solution is ridiculous enough, because that especially if you're working with a team. The best one is usually $0, zero effort. If you have a solution, then you get steps. So you learn from your problems and from your mistakes. And even better than learning from your own problems, learn from the problems of other people. Don't do what they did. And write it all down. Brian Tracy said, just get a $1 yellow pad. Every day you write your goals down. It's kind of a miracle the way it works. And that's one of the biggest things I'm doing now. And if you start now doing that, you're going to achieve way, 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 way more. Another thing for your goals, and whatever your goal is, multiply it by 10. Okay, so one place you can get specialized knowledge is mentoring. Andrew's not here at the meeting, but he's doing the internship with this billionaire because he had it written down as a goal. He was at a hockey game, or what was it, a basketball game, and there was a beta graduate, and this guy was in real estate, and Andrew had written down, I need a mentoring program for this summer. Well, this guy gave him his card, and he's got a great mentorship by someone who's unbelievably successful in real estate. So if you write your goals down, they just miraculously start happening. His mentor is called Ted, and he's motivating him. He's a very successful guy, and so he's kind of teaching Andrew how to become successful. And you can do this for your real estate group, and you can pay a mentor. It's like a coach. Most of the guys want a job in the summer for their internship, so they end up working at making Excel spreadsheets all day long. Now on direction, you get your direction from your goals. He gives support, help him get his goals, training, how to do spreadsheets, how to analyze deals. So mentoring is one way to get super specialized knowledge. Another thing is, I've got all these books. They're all dealing very, very specialized. You've got to kind of focus your knowledge on what your goals are. And one of my goals was to be financially independent. I don't want to be working for somebody else. Okay, YouTube is unbelievable. Now, if you don't have, it's worth a prescription, because what you'll do is you'll be able to do playlists. It'll focus you. You're able to eliminate a lot of the stuff you don't want to see. You want to eliminate the clickbait, and you don't have those horrible commercials. And you can get specialized knowledge on anything. I was just watching videos, like I'm starting to play tennis again. One of my goals is to be super, super healthy. So I'm playing tennis again. And so you look at how to do a forehand. So you have every pro's forehand in slow motion. And I tell everybody, they ask me, hey, what's the best investment? Specialized knowledge is your best investment. This Grant Cardone, he's pretty good. He's a genius at marketing, on social media. He's a genius at promoting himself. I went to a seminar on options. And if you can control something without money, with very little money, that's very, very, very powerful. Okay, and then the other thing is, if when you're learning all this stuff, make notes on it. In your what I do is I like books and I speed read. You need to learn how to speed read. Basically, what you do is slow down, like 90% or 95% of a book is fluff. Just slow down where it's you speed read, and then where it's important, you can slow down and make notes. On my iPad, I'll put habits, goals, habits, systems, mind maps. I put everything on a mind map. It's fun to do. And typing stuff down, I got really bored with that. I couldn't stand it. But when I started writing, almost like a miracle, like more of your brain gets activated, and with the mind mapping, you just have ideas that you wouldn't have otherwise. But mind mapping by Tony Bazan is much, much better, and he's got hour-long videos on this, and I recommend you watch them. For rewriting my goals every day, I'll do it like this. Okay, here it is for physical, mental, family, business, social, and spiritual. Okay, so for problem solving, what you want to do is avoid stopping at the slightest obstacle, whatever it takes, and you're getting specialized knowledge to your goal. Say for business goals, you want to have easy, lucrative fun. Okay, what's better, making $500,000 on an investment, or working your ass off? It's easy and fun, and lucrative. But you have a specialized knowledge on what to invest in. Okay, this house was a nothing down deal. This guy built this thing for $80 million, probably $160 million now. But anyways, and I know people, I had patients that were building it. They never even lived in it, and they're paying like $3 million a year in property taxes. And anyways, the recession hit, and this guy's business dried up. He was selling pagers in South America. Well, that guy went away with cell phones. Then he tried to sell it. Well, who's going to pay $80 million? And all around here, there's little tiny houses. There's nothing like this over there. This fellow that I knew, and I think 2018, that was the pit of the Depression, or the Great Recession. And he got it, and the land around it, he developed all that, and he got this for free. And plus, he got money on top of that. But yeah, so if you have nothing down, you can split stuff off and get something for free. But just look at, put that down on your goal list. What this does, what the pictures do, going back to the goals and pictures, it tells you that's the direction you want to go. You want to go in this direction, and you need specialized knowledge. I want to know how I can buy a house like that for no money. Okay, so. And okay, for your goal, you're going to have to do something. Now, if you're working for somebody else, it's really hard to get super financially independent. Okay. It's better to be in business for yourself. But you have to have, and what you have to do is you end up giving more service to more people, and it's better service, and that's how you do a business. So there's a price to pay. You have to give a better service, more service. You have to build a system. You have to get people working for you. And the goal of every business is to make it run by itself. If it runs by itself, you can sell that for a lot of money. And if you have a lot of businesses that run themselves, you can sell that for hundreds of millions of dollars. And try to read 60 minutes a day. After your goal setting, just read 60 minutes a day on your focused topic. The other thing is, I go to YouTube, and I don't even, look at any of the stuff they suggest. I don't look at those. I just type in real estate investment seminars or whatever I'm interested in. These folks have years and years of experience. 30, 40 years experience, and they've been learning from other people too and reading books. So whatever it costs, it's usually worth it. And like I said, if you just learn one idea, it's very, very powerful. Any questions first?
No, I don't have any.
Is anybody writing their goals down every day?
Not every day.
Just try it. Just try it, and keeps your mind focused on where you're going, because it's very, very easy to get distracted. I'll see you next week.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks, Deb.